Hi, this is Travis with Two Brothers Adventures. Today I'm going to review the Industrial Revolution UCO Storm Proof matches. I'm going to review this against our standardized checklist for fire starting devices. For more information on the checklist or on this video series, check out the overview video. We'll throw a link up on the screen now. Okay, as far as packaging, these come packaged in a 2-pack. They come in the package with 2 additional striker or sealed strikers. There's 2 strikers in each bag, so 2 strikers for each box. The boxes themselves have a striker on each side, and then this isn't a standard type matchbox where it slides out, but it actually has little tabs that pull out. And we'll take a quick look at the back of the box. There's some claims it makes. There's 25 matches in the box. The matches are 2.75 inches long, and they claim to have a 15-second burn time. When you actually open these up, it's just again a standard kind of cardboard. The matches are inside in a plastic container. It's not sealed, it's just wrapped over and shut. And we'll pull out one of the matches, and the matches are actually covered in an accelerant for a little bit over half the wood match part, as well as there's another accelerant or a different type at the end for striking. As far as weight, we'll go ahead and weigh one of these packages. And they weigh 0.7, and I'll add the extra strikers to see that, so that brings it up to 0.8. So the total package is 0.8 ounces. As far as cost, this double pack, or a total of 50 matches, costs $6, and that works out to be about 12 cents per match. How they work: to strike them, you strike them on the box, and we'll also try to do a strike anywhere. A nice big hot flame. So you strike them and you get a flame. And we'll try to strike one on, it doesn't say if they're strike on box only. We'll try on a rock here, just to see if that accelerant at the end has any, and it doesn't appear. So they're definitely strike on box or strike on the sealed strikers that are included. Next, we're going to go ahead and do a burn time test to get a baseline. Slide this over here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll strike this and then start the timer. They claim to have a 15-second burn time. Nice big hot flame with that accelerant. And out. So we're about 15 seconds, so a little bit on the low end of their claim time. I'm sure each match will vary slightly based on the amount of accelerant on there. The interesting thing about these type of matches is it seems like when they hit the wood, they go out. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and do some wet tests. So the wet tests we're going to try to do, the first one is going to be a damp or a mist test. So I'm going to actually take a few of these matches, as well as the strikers, since they're strike on box, and I'm going to use a water bottle and give it 3 sprays to simulate dampness or some mist. Then we're going to go ahead and try to light this. So it did light. Took several strikes. And go ahead and drop this one and put it out, and we'll go ahead and do a time test. So reset this. So nice good flame all the way through the accelerant. At the end, looks like it just went out, so we got about 18 seconds on that one. Next, we're going to do a dip test. So I'm going to take a couple of these matches. I'm actually going to dip them. And since these are waterproof, what I'm going to do, actually, we'll go ahead and do a time test with one of these because I'm pretty sure it's going to light. We're going to dip it. We're going to dip it with the box since it's a strike on box. See if the striker will hold up to the dip test. And if it does, great. If not, we'll use the dry box to do a time test. So that's a good sign. The striker on the box actually held up to the dip test, as well as the match. We have a good hot flame burning, and looks like about 13-14 seconds on that one. Okay, so for the last test, I take a couple of these, and since they came packaged in this plastic bag, I'm actually going to leave them in the plastic like it came. I'm going to wrap them up. We're going to stick them in this box. We're going to submerge it along with one of these this set of strikers that are sealed. We're going to submerge this in this water for 2 minutes, and then we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. I'll drop these in, and we'll let them sit there for 2 minutes, and we'll come back and test them. Okay, we're coming up on the 2-minute mark for the soak test. Go ahead and pull this out. Reset this for our burn. Pull these out. The strikers that are sealed seem to be still in great condition. And this bag actually seems like it kept most of the water out. So we're going to go ahead and try to strike on the box, see if we can strike on the striker that's included. And kind of expected, you can see it's actually just tearing up, or the striker on the box is no longer viable. Just try the other side just to make sure. The one nice thing about this company is that they actually provide you these ones that are sealed. So we're going to go ahead and open these up. After being submerged, they should be in good shape. We'll pull one out and see if we can still strike these wet matches. Oh, I broke it. Okay, so the match is actually going and lit. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one out, and we'll light another one and do a time test, soak time test. Alright, so I'm going to light this and then we'll start the timer. So lots of hissing. There's definitely lots of water on these, but so that bag obviously didn't keep all the water out. We're still getting more than the 15 seconds of claimed burn time, so that's great for the water test. Next, I'm going to try the one-hand test. So this is to simulate if you have some kind of an injury and you can only have one hand. So I'll take this other box and I'll see if I can light this one-handed. Definitely a little bit harder to get it out of that bag, but a nice feature to keep them. And then you can use something like your foot or a rock or something to try to keep this from sliding. And so they do definitely pass the one-hand test. Wow, and it actually looks like they can be submerged and they'll recover. So let me give that another try. Something that's not claimed, but it says they're storm proof, so it's going good. Hear it bubbling under there. And it actually picks back up, so that's pretty impressive. Wow. So these are definitely waterproof. Next we're going to set up and we'll do the wind test. Okay, now we're going to do the wind test. We've got a 3-fan setup down here at the end with a yardstick laid out here. The wind's really strong up here in the front, and when you get out to the end, it's just a light breeze. I'm going to light this at the end here, and I'm going to start to move forward and see if the windproof claim holds true. And then if we can make it all the way to the end, I'll actually light one at the very end and see if it'll stay burning or how long it'll stay burning there. So definitely it appears that they're definitely windproof. Let me go right here at the very front. super accelerates the accelerant there, but it's definitely windproof and that really strong. So as far as the claim of them being windproof, they definitely are windproof. Okay, a wrap up of the Industrial Revolution UCO Stormproof matches. Upon further review, when we opened up the sealed striker package that it came with, we actually found out there were 3 in here. So each package comes with a total of 5 different strikers, which is a really good thing, especially these ones that are sealed. With the sealed ones, this passed all of our water tests. It passed our mist test, as well as our dip test, and when we did the dunk test, the strikers on the side of the box actually fell, but the sealed strikers were fine, so when opening those up, we were able to light the matches. As well as this successfully passed our wind test. So all the claims that the box makes, these held out to be true.